The online racing network proudly presents the Core Fall Brawl. That's right, Core is back, and it's now on iRacing. NASCAR Heat is in the past. It's a new day for us all. We're glad you're watching here on, well, I guess this is the Core. So we're glad you're watching here on the Core. Jacob Hitz and Travis Verlone here with you for the call for tonight's race. And Travis, I know you're loading into the session right now, but can't you just feel the excitement in the air? We've got 25 guys here trying to win the first Core iRacing race ever, and there's still a long way to go after today.
Man, it's just awesome. Like, all these guys from different backgrounds coming in to compete on one sim, one track, 4 races, 1 season. It's gonna be awesome.
It's certainly going to be a fun time. So with the Core, for now, this will change in the future, but we have 4 races on the schedule. Here at the old bumpy Daytona, then we go to, I'm not going to get these right in order, but we go to Charlotte under the lights, we go to Phoenix, and I'm not sure why that happened. Okay, I just saw my desktop pop up on stream. That's not fun. We go to Phoenix, and we go to Michigan. Those are the 4 races that we will go to. No, the 4 tracks that we will go to. Obviously, we're here at Daytona to start things off. Now, after this is done, I think there will be a little bit more of a break because this is just for the month of October. Then, Season 3 of the Core will happen at some point. I don't know when. I don't know where they're going. I think that's things that they're going to discuss as time goes on. Let's pull up the point system here for the Core Fall Brawl. They get 1 fast repair, and they get 3 green-white checkered attempts if they need them. First place gets 20 points, second place 17 points, third place 15 points, fourth place 13 points, fifth place 11 points, and then so on and so on. If you finish outside the top 20, you get nothing. If you lead a lap, you get a bonus point, and if you lead the most laps, you get a bonus point. So let's flip on over to this scene, which really doesn't change a whole lot, as we are getting set here from Daytona. And I just understand now why the desktop was showing up like it was. So, whoops, okay. So here we are. How about this? 30 seconds left in practice right now, and let's pull up well, I guess we'll pull up the fastest lap here, and you can see the qualifying order that we've got right now. Travis Brown on the pole with a 50.075. In second place, Harry Tiller with a 50.081. Third place, Dale Reynolds, the Season 1 Core champion, with a 50.133. Davin Cornelius in fourth, also known as Drive-Thru, with a 50.116. And then Cosmin Ionescu, the 50.131. He is in fifth. We'll get to the rest of the order in a bit, but before we get to that point, we've got to get these cars onto the racetrack and set to go here from Daytona. So Travis, what's a key that you're going to keep your eye on here at Daytona?
Well, one of the keys is just staying out of trouble, keeping it clean, and trying to stay calm while there's a mess at the start. There's going to be a lot of guys passing on the restart. They want to get into a line. They want to stay solid for as long as they can, wait until probably about the last pit stop to really start kind of getting in, setting their feet, and trying to make some moves.
While we're waiting here for these guys to get onto the racetrack, I figure, well, what the heck? While we're waiting, and of course, I have no idea how long it's going to give us here. I think about 70 laps here at Daytona. Fuel window is about 32 laps. That's about how far they can make it on fuel. So they are going to have to pit here twice. Last night in the preseason Thunder race that these guys had, that was 50 laps. We did not see a caution. So they were able to make it flag to flag without a caution. There were a couple of incidents. Michael Fritsch and Travis Brown got into the wall early on, and then a spin by Eric Keplinger on the white flag lap. Other than that, we were clean the whole way, and I think these guys are going to try and replicate that here tonight. But we'll just have to wait and see. And one thing here, Travis, before we get going, is that with these ARCA cars, bump drafting is next to impossible here, right? Okay, good talk. But yes, bump drafting in these cars is next to impossible. You've got the lower front end of the car, the higher back end of the car. It's really difficult for these guys to try and lock together
hold
and
on.
push. Okay,
You don't
you
know
are
what is happening in my computer right now.
Domo
It is a
Rogato
mess
Mr.
over here.
Roboto. Hello, Travis. All right, you get your internet sorted. I'll run through the starting lineup here. As I talked about before, Travis Brown on the pole. Then on his outside, Harry Tiller in second. Then Dale Reynolds, the Season 1 champion, in third. Drive-through in fourth, second row on the outside. Row 5, we've got Cosmin Ionescu, and Rusty Walrus is going to be starting sixth. Then next row, you've got Michael Cozy Jr. starting seventh, and Justin Champagne up on the outside. Starting ninth, Joseph Lombard in the 82 machine. Then Kyle Kubertson, I hope I said that right, starting 10th. Then row 6, Brian Pasternak, also known as What If, last year's champion. He starts 11th. David Schildhaus, he starts in 12th. 13th, Dylan Jacobs, also known as KG, in the 06, he starts 13th. Keenan Kusin in 14th. I'm going to keep speeding through this. Noah Sweet, 15th. Benjamin Easterday, 16th. Rounding out the field of those that qualified, Trace Ryder in 17th. Trace is our man with a plan here. He is the guy, he is our in-race reporter. And before we get going, I'm just curious on his thoughts. Trace, hi, hello, you're our in-race reporter. What are your thoughts here as you're coming to the green flag? Trace, this is the booth. Hello.
One more time?
Thoughts as you're coming to the green flag here, and then we'll send you back to your realm. Flag here.
I should have worn the brown fire suit.
That sounds good. Here they come, getting ready for the green flag. It's in the air. We are underway. Core is finally underway on iRacing. Off they go to turn 1. Travis Brown to the high side to pick up Tiller as they head off to turn 1. Reynolds stuck down on the bottom, and he'll lead that bottom line through turn 1 and 2. Down the backstretch for him the first time. A long way to go. There you see the 23 car, I believe. Yeah, Justin Champion, he's dropping back. He doesn't want anything to do with this front of the field, just in case there is an accident. Who's going to lead lap 1 of the core on iRacing? Officially at the stripe, Dale Reynolds by a nose. Reynolds will lead the opening lap of core on iRacing. A lot more to go from here. Cosmin Ionescu second on the bottom line. Michael Cozy Jr. third on the bottom line. On the outside, it's Brown, Tiller, and then drive-through in the 77 car. Down the backstretch. Of moving in and out of lines with these guys. You saw Lombard jump to the high side. Still side by side for the lead. Tiller all over the back bumper of the 0-1. Moonhead will edge out Reynolds at the line this time. They head back to turn 1. Down the back stretch. Everybody's still single file at the back. They're double wide up front. Here comes Cozy up the middle. Where he's going to go, I'm not quite sure. Looks like he's going to try and squeeze into the outside behind drive-through, and he will. So Cozy goes to the high side, and we're starting to pull a train here at Daytona. We'll see how long it'll last. Headed back to turn 1. down the back stretch again, and Travis is getting there. He's working on fixing everything. Back to the stripe here. Travis, do you have a copy? Okay, I guess not. I'm not sure what's up with that. Meanwhile, back to turn one. Reynolds back out in front on the bottom line. With help from Cosman and now Joseph Lombard. Like Cozy's going to try and get back to the bottom. Not enough room for him to get into here. And now drives her up to the top. Almost into the wall. Keeps it going, and now Cozy's going to get third on the outside line. Five laps in the books, a long way to go. Here from Daytona. The top 10 or so. Double wide, and then there's single file relatively throughout the rest of the pack. Back off turn 4. It seems like this lead pack's starting to bunch up again here.
Are we here?
Oh, hey, I hear him. It's a start. Travis?
Awesome. This is pain.
Okay, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Let's start there. Oh, wow. Oh. Big stack up on the back stretch. What if somehow able to hang on to the car? And everybody got stacked up. Let's take a look at the replay there because
hold on.
I'll be honest, I wasn't even paying attention. I can hear you. Whoa! Travis Brown got way sideways and then contact between Cozy and Pasternak trying to avoid. What a save. We're back live here now. Reynolds and now Cozy fighting for the lead. Turn 3, Cozy trying to lead the charge on the outside line. He's got Lombard behind him. Cosman on the bottom helping Reynolds. Things starting to get dicey up here at the front once again. Cozy will lead that lap. Outside line really stacked up compared to the bottom side. There's a reason that there are guys hanging back here. Just in case. You don't want any part of an early accident. We almost saw one right there with Travis Brown just a couple laps ago. Justin Champagne, he started the race, but he is off track now. Way out of here. And he's off the track 8 laps down. It looks like he only completed 1 lap. About to be a 7th of the way through here at Daytona this time by. Cozy and Reynolds side by side, still fighting for the lead. Here at Daytona. We're still working on the tech issues with me and Travis right now. I'm not sure what the issue is. Cautions are on. Plus, we do have an official. Caleb Hoffman serving as the official for this series, as well as running the social media for all this during the race. So, if you see the core doing anything, it's Caleb running the show back there. Here comes Travis Brown up the middle. That's going to push the 82 wide and the 99. He's going to bring Easterday with him. He's going to go to the bottom and leave Easterday hung in the middle. Tiller doesn't know where to go. It's getting dicey. Still 3 wide. Cozy up on the outside. Lombard was able to get in line. Yellow line rule is not in effect. So they are able to pass below the double yellow line. It's just really not suggested. Cozy still stuck up top 3 wide. Down the backstretch. Reynolds has been able to hold his line on the bottom of the racetrack. Cozy's still trying to get in line behind Easterday. Now he can. So we're back to just 2 wide racing for the time being. Back to turn 1. Travis Brown he is clear on the bottom here if he wants it. Now here comes Reynolds fighting back. Off of turn 2, 1 car, pit road, Ed Soundhead. Not sure what's up with his car. But he's on pit road. We'll look into it. He's going to fall 1 lap down here as he's still on pit road. Travis Brown leads another lap here at Daytona. Reynolds fighting back hard though on the bottom. Easterday pushing well up on the high side, though. Next week, we're at Charlotte under the lights. You don't want to miss it. 80 laps from the 1.5-mile Charlotte Motor Speedway. Same time, same place. 3 wide with Tiller back there. That could have been big. Soundhead is off pit road now. And look at this pack. Let's go to the chopper here. Never mind, let's go to the blimp. Look how many cars are in this pack. This is everybody, 16 cars, all in this lead pack. And here comes Easterday, 3 wide on the outside. Cosman going to the front with help from Travis Brown. Cosman's going to lead the lap. And Easterday just still falling back. Doesn't have much help. Closest car is Michael Frisch up on the outside. Oh, big wreck! Drive-thru's upside down. Big crash. Caution flags out. KG is in that. Lombard is in it. Drive-thru's car all torn up. Harry Tiller involved. Fiasco involved. 1 car with its hood completely up. That's the 16, Brandon Littell. And we're under caution. Let's get a replay here. Littell was pretty far back there. This happened. I think I might have gone back here too far. headed for turn one. It started around Harry Tiller, so here we are right at start-finish, where they were 3 wide. Easterday was worried about temperature, and that's why he was falling back. And then here, headed down into turn number 1 is where things go haywire. And just watching, like drive-through tries to make it 4 wide. And it's contact between Tiller and Easterday that comes down. Shieldhouse barely gets a piece of it. Lombard gets turned.
Hello?
Fiasco into the wall. Trace, meh, he got a piece of it. Keenan Kusin involved. Lots of cars with lots of damage. Here's another angle. As there you see the wreck's already started. And everybody just piling in. Drive-through up on top of Fiasco. There you see Littell getting involved as well. Let's go back if we can here. Go on board with the 77 of drive-through. From inside the car. Not pretty. Here we are back live. Hood up on the car as he's driving it away. Can't even see. As he makes his way to his pit box. Pit road is open. And the big one strikes early here in the core. Noah Sweet stays out. He is going to take the lead, and Ed Soundhead is going to get back on the lead lap here with the lucky dog.
Hello? Testing?
I hear you. Do you hear me? I can hear you clear as a bell. I don't know why you can't hear me. What the heck? So we're under caution. We've got 17 laps in the books, coming around to complete 18 laps. Travis is going to disconnect from Discord and try and come back in here. After a big crash here, involving at least half a dozen cars in turn 1. Reynolds will come out here in second, and it's Noah Sweet out in front. And just a note, Justin Champagne, he's back 15 laps down. Everybody, except for Sweet, came onto pit road. And we have 1 lap to green. Let's bring in Trace here if we can while we're under caution. We've been having issues with Travis here, but we'll bring you back in now that we're under caution. You got some damage.
That's me.
You got some damage from that first wreck, right? I believe you did get a little bit of damage.
I remember.
What is up with Discord? Are you there? Hello?
A hard time hearing you.
What the heck? I'm having a hard time hearing you too.
I can go through my multiplication tables.
It just... How's the car? How do you think the car is? Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out real bad.
Discord is having a real fun time right now.
Try a different frequency.
But, all right. Trace Rider, everybody. We're still working on things. I hate everything. Okay. Coming to get the green flag here. Go back up front to the leaders. Green flag. We're back underway. And look at Cosman going up the middle right away. And he's going to get Moonhead to follow him. And here comes Cozy as well. Where is Harry going? Harry! Did he save it? Somehow, yes. Couldn't get back to him fast enough. Get a replay here. What happens? He just turns it too far, gets on the apron, and he saved it. Didn't even hit the cone. So here we are back live now, back to the leaders, 3-by-3. And you wonder why we just had a caution. Everybody else is backing up. They don't want anything to do with this, but you've got Reynolds, you've got Easterday, you've got What If. He's up there as well. Gary Owen, he's up there. Schildhouse. Cuthbertson, they're all there. 3 wide for the lead. Cozy up top, Cosman in the middle, Moonhead on the bottom. Cosman back out in front. He's able to clear the bottom. And Reynolds is just going to drop back here. Here comes Frisch. Up on the outside. Now 3 wide for second. Frisch is going to go all the way. He's going to lead that lap even. Michael Frisch out of nowhere to the top spot, but he doesn't have any help. And here comes Cozy back on the bottom, and everybody else. And now Easterday going for the lead. Through 3 and 4. Easterday leads the lap. We're closing in on a third of the way. Actually, I think we're just past a third of the way through this race. Through 1 and 2. Back down the backstretch. Cozy has speed on the outside. Frisch is with him. Okay. Travis is back. Can you hear me? Three wide. Look at this. Still 3 wide. Frisch got shoveled out of line. Everybody able to get things settled down. Guys are driving aggressive here still early on, not even at halfway. And because of the accident, these guys should be able to make it past lap 40 before they have to think about coming to pit road. Discord's still broken. At this point, I don't know what to do. I'd love to know if anybody else is having Discord problems right now, especially with voice chat. It doesn't have anything to do with my mic being turned down too low for Discord. At least it shouldn't. Down the backstretch, 3-by-3 for the lead. Oh, somebody hit the wall, I think. I think it was Ed. I heard somebody hit the wall. Yep, Ed got up and into the wall. We remain green. He's able to keep it going. He almost killed Keplinger. back up front. Yeah, my Discord mic is good. It isn't that's the problem. And frames died there for a second too. Whoops. Moonhead out in front now. After all of that. Cozy back to the bottom. And Easterday's just dropping out of line. So clearly he thinks he's overheating again. Closing in on the halfway point. Under 10 laps till we get to halfway. And fresh on the outside. Going for the lead with Shieldhouse to help. And then the lapped car of Champagne. At the stripe, it'll be Frisch. I hear you. I heard that. I don't understand why you can't hear me. Still a long way to go in this one. With that big one already happening, a lot of these guys, well, some of these guys, have already had to use their fast repair. Like the 77 to drive through. Well as a lot of others. There goes Cozy to the top. Cozy edges out Frisch at the line. Let's go on board if we can here with last year's champion, 39 Brian Pasternak, also known as What If. Oh. Okay, he's blinking. Good to know. You can hear how out of control these guys are. And there goes Champagne. He's going to the apron. I think he's coming to pit road. Guys will remain double file for a while. Frisch trying to poke out ahead in front again on the high side. They're close to halfway. It won't be long, and Noah Sweet, he lost the draft. It won't be long until we see him on pit road, because he has yet to pit. He stayed out under the caution. As of now, he's staying on the racetrack. There goes Rusty to the apron. He wants out of the way. Same with Trace, my goodness. And here they are 3 wide again. That's Frisch stuck up on the outside. He wants out of the way. So now Cosman on the bottom. With the lead. Moonhead on the outside. Now the 0-3, Keenan Kusan. Second on the bottom. You can see they're pretty single file outside of this top 8. At this point, they might just be trying to settle in and make it to the pit stop here that they know they're going to have coming up. Should be within the next 15 laps or so, I would think. Next time by will be halfway in the first race on iRacing for the Core. Back to turn 1. Cosman on the bottom, Moonhead on the outside. Then Kusan on the bottom and Cozy up top. Schildhouse right now in 5th with What If on the bottom. What are you guys talking? This is not NR 2003. Do you guys not see the giant iRacing.com overlay on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen? Like, how hard is it? This is iRacing. Here they go back to turn 1. We are at halfway. And Travis Brown led the lap. The entire field blinked for a second. That was fun. Here we go. Turn 4. Been Moonhead and Cozy that have been working together pretty much since the start, and it's been working for him the whole time. Just an update on Noah Sweet. He did come onto pit road. He's a lap down. And he might be 2 laps down before things are all said and done. Moonhead continues to lead here at Daytona. Been going back and forth with Cosman a lot here. Don't forget, these guys are going to have to make green flag stops here shortly. As long as they don't wreck before they get to that point. Let's see if we can get an onboard look here with the 20 of Mr. David Schildhouse. See what he's got cooking inside that 20 car. Third on the outside line. .30 laps to go. Really, they can pit at this point whenever, and they should be able to make it to the end. At least you would think. Cozy drops to the bottom. Well, he dropped to the bottom. Trying to get the lead on the bottom in front of Cosman. Hasn't worked for him yet. After the wreck that we saw, about halfway through the fuel run, I'm sure they're trying to avoid a replication of that right now. Although they could potentially crash coming onto pit road. We saw them make contact yesterday in the preseason race. Easterday and What If made contact on pit road and sent Easterday around. Here comes the 58 of Frisch again on the outside, and Drive-Thru's going to try and go with him. Can't do it. But Frisch is trying to make something happen. Oh! Moonhead just got the wall! Shieldhouse into the wall! Back down into Owen! Crashing on the backstretch! Oh! Joey Stone up in the air and over! Jake Baskinger up on his side! And the caution's back out. Fiasco in another one. Trace in another one. That might just end their days. Oh my goodness. They wanted to make it before green flag stops. It didn't happen. Let's go back and take a look. This is coming off a 2. With the leaders on the outside. Shieldhouse. And he just gets turned. Brown gets turned to the wall by Shieldhouse. They bounce off Frisch. Travis is able to keep going. Then the 24 gets turned around. And let's watch back here, Joey Stone. He gets clobbered. Oh, my. Baskinger just runs right into him. And then Trace up into Rusty. Oh, my goodness. And Gary Owen involved. Shieldhouse involved. The hood ripped off of Trace's car. Let's go back and watch it again. Follow Shieldhouse here off of 2, and there you see the contact. Just picked the rear tires up off the ground and got him around. Frisch got a little bit of damage. Drive-Thru missed it. Look at What If on the bottom. He makes it through. Reynolds makes it through. The 06 makes it through. Brandon Littell up the middle. Lombard gets a piece of it. Trace gets a piece of it. Keplinger, I think, missed it. Let's go on board if we can here. With the 8 of Mr. Joseph Stone from the back. And whammo. Ugh. Grinding crash. Cars are on pit road right now. Cozy will get off pit road first. And with just 25 laps to go, he will take the lead. Or retake the lead, as it were. Then Cosman, then Kusan. Brown and Frisch, they're getting worked on. What if got off pit road? My goodness. So we're under caution for the second time here in the Core League. And this will take some folks out of the race. Race Rider, he already used up his fast repair. He's pretty much toast. He's already 1 lap down. Noah Sweet should get the free pass here. He got damaged. What? How did he get damaged? Did he? What did he do? Trying to go back and figure out where he got this right front damage here. Did he? Oh! Oh! Lombard came up into him! Lombard wrecked Noah Sweet under caution! Are you kidding me? He comes up on him, and Lombard with the hood up, he can't see, and he comes up the racetrack, and it's going to send the 7 of Noah Sweet up and into the wall under caution. What? Sweet was supposed to get the free pass. I mean, go on board with Noah. And whoop! Wow. Wow. I have never seen anything like that. And I think he's already used his fast repair too. You can still see the damage on the car. So Cozy and Cosman are on the front row for this restart. And we'll get it with 24 laps to go. And there you see it in chat. Joseph said he couldn't see. And that's how they made contact. Trace is still on the racetrack. Fiasco just got back on pit road. Everybody else is on track. We'll see what happens. You see Ray Jacobs, KG, he's blinking up there on the top. Getting ready for the restart. Cozy won the test race last night, the preseason Thunder race last night. Can he go 2 for 2 on the week? We'll have to find out. Green flag. 24 laps to go at Daytona. And this is when we're going to see the ante picked up here. There you see Fiasco coming up. He's way off the pace. He's already 1 lap down now. And it doesn't look great for that 15 car. Looks like he'll have to come back next week at Charlotte and try and redeem himself. Meanwhile, we're racing for the win here. And Gary does have speed. You have to remember these guys do have a fast repair. So he probably used his there because I don't believe he was involved in the first wreck. His car looks clean now, at least. The guys that already used their faster pair, that belongs to Fiasco, Carlos Borges, and then Trace. Noah Sweet on pit road. I believe Lombard already used his because he's way off the pace already. Everybody else, I think, is safe. At least for now. But the clock's starting to tick and the Yancey's starting to pick up. You saw Travis Brown in the back of the field. He's starting to make some moves. Trying to get back up to the front. Right now he's trying to hook up with Harry Tiller. He just wants to get back up to the front. To his man Cozy. Meanwhile, Cosman putting on a charge with drive-through on the outside. Hussein on the bottom, helping Cozy. The field's going to blow past Noah Sweet here. Looks like he has used his faster pair now. Problem is, he's 2 laps down. Whoa, was that Reynolds? He put Travis in the wall! Moonhead in the wall! He's got damage! He's around! Caution! Right in the middle of the racetrack, everybody's able to get by. But Travis Brown's day might just be done. Replay. He gets pushed into the wall by Dale Reynolds. And that breaks the left front suspension on the car, and he's got nowhere to go. Wow. And then he spins around here so he avoids Rusty. So Moonhead, one of the favorites to win the race. He's been up front a lot tonight. In the wall. We'll go on board with him right here. See the 27 come up just too much and make contact, and he already used his faster pair. So that's going to pretty much end his night. Oh my gosh, that was close. Noah Sweet coming by there as well. Here we are back live. And I'm curious to hear what he has to say here in a bit. We'll see what happens here getting onto pit road. Actually, I'm not even going to bother. I can't interview anybody because Discord's still broken. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. At this point, I'm not sure we'll be able to do post-race interviews because Discord is still jank. Crap. Some guys coming onto pit road to top off and such. Littell on pit road, Michael Frisch. Reynolds, who initiated the contact. Trace is back on pit road. But it's all Cozy out in front. Alright, I'm going to bring Trace up here one more time. This is the last attempt at getting Discord to make sense. This is the booth. Do you have a copy? It does not appear that you have a copy.
I'm here. Hello.
You don't got me, do you?
I'm right here. I got you.
You can hear me right now. You can hear the words coming out of my mouth. I don't think you can.
Safety and
Yeah,
fruit
you just
selling?
keep cutting out.
Wait,
I lost you again.
Oh my gosh.
There you go. Now I can hear you.
I don't.
You just keep cutting out.
All right. That's Trace Ryder. I think I know what the problem is here.
I can hear you now.
Unfortunately, I can't do anything about it until next week.
I can hear you, kind of. So.
All right. If you can hear this, let drive-through know that post-race interviews probably won't happen. because of
post-race interviews.
It might not happen because Discord is being jank, and I think
Okay,
I know. I know why.
Got you.
So there's Trace. Good God. All right. We are, hopefully we'll get it right next week at Charlotte. I think I'm just assuming on what the issue is. I think it's because I turned up the bit rate for the stream. Since we're streaming at 720, I turned the bit rate up to 6K. And I think that's what's causing the problem, is that it's killing Discord and everything else. So you can hear me just fine. The problem is that other people cannot. We might just have to do, like, remote. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Hold on, we'll figure something out here. We'll have 18 laps to go on the restart. Next week, Travis and I will be back, and things will work.
I hope.
Alright. Getting ready for the restart here. 18 laps to go. It's Cozy, then Cosman, then Kusan, then Drive-Thru. Then Harry Tiller. What If, KG, Boothperson, Keplinger, Dario in your top 10. Curious on who the fastest cars are in town? Brandon Littell, fastest lap of the race, with a 46.209. Ed Soundhead second, Frisch third, Walrus fourth, Boothperson fifth, and there you see everybody else. Getting ready to go green. Once again, 18 laps to go. Can we make it caution-free? Yeah, right. Here we go, green flag. Kusan to the front on the bottom, with help from Tiller. And then KG in the 06. Cozy fighting back on the outside, though. Trying to get there. You got Drive-Thru third in line on the top, trying to stick his nose out. And here comes Travis Brown again up the middle. Even with the damage, he's back rolling. That's incredible. And Cuthbertson comes right down in front of him. Kusan pulling away on the bottom. At least he's trying to, but Moonhead is up back in the top 10. Cozy leads again at the line, 16 to go. Cosman got a little squirrely there on the outside. Got to imagine these guys, especially those at the back, are going to want to step it up here. Cosman almost clear on the bottom. But now here comes the inside line again, although the inside line is dying right now. They're going to be on life support. Although here comes Cosman, dropping from the top to the bottom, elevator down for the lead. 15 to go. He's going to do it all by himself. With help from Kusan now. And now the bottom line has life. Cozy and Drive-Thru now teaming up on the outside. Kusan trying to hold his line. Here comes Cozy on the top with a push. At the line, Cozy But they're running out of time. Down the backstretch. Cozy clear on the bottom. Drive-through not clear. But Cozy takes the bottom. Now he goes to the top. Really, he could have just stayed on the bottom. And now here comes Moonhead trying to peek to the outside 3 wide. Thinks better of it. And Cosman back out in front of the bottom. Fresh peeking his nose up on the outside. Gets by Schildhouse. Gets by Reynolds. Can he fit in line? Doesn't look like it. Still 3 wide, though. Down the backstretch again. Moonhead peeking his nose. 3 wide on the top. Does he have any help? No. Forced back in line behind drive-through. He really wants to get up to Cozy. Problem is he doesn't have the time to get there. I think Cozy's led the most laps at this point. Trying to lead the most important of them all. 12 to go. Down the backstretch again. Closing in on the final 10 laps at Daytona. Remember, we do have 3 green-white checkers if we need them. So if they rack within 5 to go, if they rack within 4 to go, and it's not the white flag lap, we'll re-rack and do it again with whoever's left. Even if that means the pace car comes across and wins the race. Through 1 and 2. Cosman getting pushed by Kusan on the bottom with Harry Tiller there as well. On the outside, it's Cozy, Drive-Thru, and Moonhead. And then everybody else. Still a lot of guys lurking in the background. Still 17 cars in this pack isn't bad. With Keplinger at the tail end. 10 more on the board. Cosman led that lap barely. Could you imagine if that was the finish? Down the backstretch once again. Still side by side for the lead. Nobody bold enough to try and make it 3 wide yet and step out of line. Everybody's just keeping it nice and orderly for the time being. That won't last forever, though. And I imagine that if we do get somebody out front that's able to maintain both lanes, 1 block is all it takes. Because you can't bump in these cars. If you bump, you're going to die. 9 to go. Still trying to... Whoa, Harry! Hang on to it, Harry's. Hang on to it, Dave. Dale. Whatever your name is. Reynolds. Contact. Into the wall. They save it. Sloppy in the middle. And Joey Stone's going to hang on to it. Oh, he gets turned. Into the wall. Caution's back out. Joey Stone to the wall. And this changes everything. Let's go back and take a look. This is coming down the backstretch. It started with Harry Tiller here. Not sure. Does he lift? He lifts so he doesn't run into Kusan and then gets run into the back of by the 06 of KG. That sends him in the grass. Reynolds gets run into by What If. They come back up the racetrack. Here comes Tiller. That forces KG to go wide, and he goes up, chops off the nose of Joey Stone. He's able to save it. And then KG comes back down too quickly, and it's going to hook the 8 car into the wall right there. Actually, the 8 comes back up the racetrack. And that's what caused it. Brandon Littell, I think, also got a piece of it. So we're not done yet. 8 to go. He's got a brand new race car now. He used his fast repair. And Cosman is your leader, coming to 7 laps to go. This should give us 6 to go on a restart. Watching the lights on the pace car. They do not go out. So, we will have 5 laps to go on a restart. 5 laps to seal the deal at Daytona in the first core race on iRacing. What a race this has been. Out of the race, 1 car, Justin Champagne. Trace is 2 laps down in 24th. Noah got the free pass. He's now 1 lap down in 23rd. And then there's everybody else trying to win the inaugural core race on almost said on iRacing. Next week, we're at Charlotte under the lights for 80 laps around the mile-and-a-half racetrack. It'll be fun. We'll have the technical issues figured out, I hope. And it should be a good time. We'll be back with you again at 8 o'clock next Tuesday night. But before we get to Charlotte, we got to finish this thing off. Lights will go out on the pace car here. This will lead us with 6 laps to go, meaning we'll have a restart with 5 laps to go. Something we didn't do in pre-race. Let's look at the track info. Just in case you didn't know, this track's 2.5 miles, 4 turns. Track temp right now is 85 degrees. The race length, 174 miles. I think that makes sense. The weather in Daytona, 75, 5-mile-an-hour winds, no humidity. Skies are relatively clear. I'd be worried if it's foggy in Daytona. So here we go. Just trying to fill as much time as I can here. With 5 laps to go on the restart. Here's your top 5 in the bottom left-hand corner. Cosman, Cozy, Kusan, Drive-Through, and then, actually it's Cuthbertson that'll be 5th, with Moonhead in 6th. For those of you just joining us, we've had a couple of cautions. I believe this was the 4th one that we've seen so far. 2 big wrecks, then the single car spin with Moonhead, and now this one involving Joey Stone. He's still on the racetrack, though, and he did use his fast repair, so he still has a chance. Coming to 5 laps to go. Green flag. Who's gonna get it done with core? Cosman with a great restart. Already in the wall, Rusty. He gets off to a late start. He bounced off the wall. We're still rolling. Back in front. There is overtime if we need it. 3 green-white checkers is what we got. Oh, Cozy gets sideways. Can he hang on? Drive-through pushing him down the backstretch. Coming to 4 to go. Kusan leaving a little bit of distance between himself. Caution. Caution in the back. It's for Baskinger. He's off course. And that's going to leave us with overtime, I think. Caution's out. And what in the world happened here? He just... I don't... Whoa! Whoa! Oh! Oh my... Okay. So he has some internet issues, and then Rusty accidentally finishes him off. So that's his second wreck of the night after he plowed Sloppy earlier. So, yeah. Alright, well. The big question now is, I think we're gonna, this should be overtime here. I believe we're gonna go 1 lap over. So this will be 71 of 70 when we finish, as long as we don't get another caution here. Because they'll come around here and take 3 to go. Lights on the pace truck should remain on, which means we'll get 1 to go until 1 to green at 2 to go, which will mean we will use our first green-white checker. Let me just check with our officiating crew here. Lights stay on, 3 to go, so yeah. This will be our first attempt at a green-white checkered. We get 3 of them. If they make it back to the white flag, then, well, the caution doesn't exist if they make it back to the white flag. If they do wreck before they make it to the white flag, we will do it again. We only get 3 attempts. So the last time, the caution flag doesn't come out. So on the 3rd attempt, there is no caution flag. We just keep rolling. So if they pile them up on the restart, we keep rolling however many cars make it through. Looks like they're going to wave everybody around. Excuse me, to put Trace and... Well, they'll put Noah back on the lead lap, and I think Trace will be 1 lap down instead of 2. So when we come across the line here, it'll say 3 to go again because we're going to overtime. So, of course, the first core race on iRacing goes into overtime to finish the deal. Goodness gracious. Two laps to go of the original distance. Now we're back up to 4 laps to go and down 3 laps to go. So overtime it is. And I think we're going to have Travis do the post-race interviews. I think I know what the issue is on my end, so you should be able to hear everything okay. They just can't hear me. I think. We'll figure it out. All right, Chad, who you got? Who do you think here? Do you think Cozy's got it? Do you think Cozy's going to go back-to-back and sweep the week? started off on the right foot. You think Cosman's going to get his first 4 win? Drive-through? Keenan Kusan? Boothperson, you still got Moonhead. He's 5th on the bottom. He's 3rd on the bottom line. Shieldhouse is still in the picture. Don't forget about some of the guys in the back. Like What If and Joey Stone. They're still around. So here we go. For all the marbles. 2 laps to settle it. If we make it to the white flag, we keep going. If we can't make it to the white flag and they crash, we get to do this all over again. Core is going to overtime at Daytona. Green flag. Who's going to get it done? Great start for Cosman. But a gap between Moonhead and Kusan. What If blinking in the back. And now Moonhead's, he's going to go to the top behind drive-through. So that's going to bring in Shieldhouse on the bottom. Off of turn 2. A great run for Cozy. Cosman trying to side draft a little bit with these cars. It is possible. Through 3 and 4. Crashing. Big wreck behind him. Reynolds around. Into the wall. Up in the air. Caution's back out. We do it again. Sloppy's involved. Lombard. KG again. Brandon Littell. Caution's out. Dale Reynolds. Not the night he was looking for. We'll go back here and take a look. It all started around here with the 69 of Harry Tiller. We'll go, well, I thought we were going to go slow-mo from here. Back it up a bit. Here we go. So down the back stretch. He forces his way up the middle. And there's going to be contact between him and the 06 on the outside here. And that's going to send him up into Reynolds. I don't think... Yeah, he goes up, almost hits the wall, turns to the left too far. And then, oh, never mind. Never mind. Easterday got in the back of Tiller. Easterday got in the back of him and went around. And then Littell got killed by Sloppy. And then there comes everybody else. Go back and take a look at this now. Oh, Lombard hits the apron and comes up and turns Littell. I think either way there would have been a caution there. And then Soundhead smashes into the 15 of Fiasco. That's his 3rd wreck of the night. And the hood flies off of Ed's car. So 7-8 car wreck, and oh, Trace comes in and deals the finishing blow. Rusty came to a dead stop. Let's go on board with him. Because he had a pretty good view of all the chaos. He just gets on the brakes, on the brakes, on the brakes. Misses Ed. Actually, I think it may have hit Ed, and then there comes Trace. Goodness. Cosman's still your leader. We will get 1 lap to green this time by. And we will try overtime for the 2nd time. How about Keenan Kusan? He's going to be 2nd on this restart. Cozy's going to be stuck in 3rd. So Cozy's now in a box here on the restart. And he's going to be in line with Moonhead, I think. No, Shieldhouse. He'll line up on the inside with Shieldhouse behind him. It'll be drive-through and Moonhead on the outside. Tell you what. This is going to be something here. Lights are off on the pace truck. We get to do this one more time if we can't get it done this time. I mean, some of these guys look like they should be running at Martinsville here. Littell, Ed, his car's torn up. Fiasco looks like he's been to a demo derby. Same with Jake. Goodness me. KG's car is all right. Reynolds' car looks good, all things considered. I think there might be some right side damage to Rusty's car, but I don't have to tell from this angle. And it looks like Lombard may be all right here. So we'll try it again. We almost had it. The wreck happened in 3 and 4. It can only get worse. Just a reminder, we're at Charlotte next week. If we make the white flag this time, there is no caution flag. If we can't make it here and we have a third overtime, then we are racing to the checkered flag. There is no fourth overtime. So here we go, demo derby. Here we go, overtime attempt number 2. Cosman and Keenan Kusan on the front row. Cozy stuck in a box in 3rd spot. Can he get there? We'll have to wait and see. Field comes off of turn 4. Second verse. Is it the same as the first? Green flag. And Kusan with an awful start. He didn't go anywhere. This could help Cozy in the long run if he can make a move to the outside. He's almost clear. He's going. He's got the top. Cozy drifting, looking. Here he goes. Outside, side by side for the lead. Shieldhouse pushing Cosman. Kusan pushing Cozy. Whoa, Cosman gets turned. Shieldhouse around, into drive-through. There's the big one. Caution, everybody. Oh my gosh. Third overtime it is at Daytona. The huge one. Cosman got turned around by Shieldhouse and everything went to hell from there. Trace's motor just blew up. He's done. Replay. A little late, but you can see Frisch. Is he going to make it? Frisch made it. Same with Owen. Moonhead barely makes it. Oh, lefty. Noah Sweet right into drive-through. Tiller caught air. What if? Littell through the grass. He makes it. Littell's probably got one of the best chances out of everybody else. Owen made it. I think Reynolds made it through it as well. Here it is coming off turn 2. We'll go to another angle here. As it Shieldhouse pushes Cosman around and then everything flies apart. Down the backstretch, it's aggressive bump drafting. That's the cause of this here. Shieldhouse just picks the rear tires up off the ground of Cozy's car. Not Cozy, Cosman. Cosman goes up, comes back down, and then Shieldhouse gets run into by Frisch, and that's what sets everything else off. So Cozy's got the lead. Kusan second. Frisch is going to be third here. And then everybody just piles it in. Reynolds, he got a little bit of damage. Keplinger got involved. Tiller in another one. I think Rusty's still... Rusty Walrus is P6 right now. And we're going to go on board here with the 7 of Noah Sweet. Because he had a view of that one. That's, There we go. They're crashing on the brakes to the bottom. He had the right idea. This is not lefty. Try it again. Down the backstretch. And then we'll go on board with Mr. Joseph Stone as well. He had it for a moment and just if he could have kept it on the apron, he could have made it through. Instead, he winds up underneath drive-through. Now, Mr. Stone, what you got for us? Lombard right in front of him. Again, this is not Stone. Here we go. Wow! Just barely squeaks it through. My goodness. So here we are, Cozy out in front. We'll get one to go this time. This is the last overtime attempt. This is it right here. This is for everything. If they crash, they crash. We do not see another caution flag the rest of the race. So this is the last attempt at a green-white checker. There is no caution with 2 to go. There is no caution with the white flag. So this is it. If Cozy gets turned around, there's no saving him. Here comes the dead cars coming off pit road, lefty included. Travis got a piece of it, but he stays out. He's in 4th right now, 2nd on the outside line. We'll see if he can hang with the pack and try and make a move. Because he definitely did get some damage out of that. So checkers and wreckers, Workman, you're right. So here we go. This is it. Oh my goodness. All right, so for the final time here, folks, who do you think's gonna get it? Cozy? Hussein? Frisch? Moonhead? Owen? He's in 5th. Somebody else? You've got Lombard up there? Can Brandon Littell squeak through another one? Tiller's a lap down. Cuthbertson's a lap down. Schildhouse has got a long way to go. Same with drive-through. In fact, they're still on pit road, so they're a lap down as well. Watch Rusty and Stone. That's kind of what I'm thinking here. I think they may have the best shot as long as they wreck and they're able to avoid it. So here we go. 2 laps to settle it. Of course, in the core opener, we have to use every single green-white checkered imaginable. The last straw, green flag from Daytona. Last restart. Frisch got a great restart behind Cozy. Just, there's nowhere for him to go. That's the problem. And Cosman is still alive. Remember, all he did was spin. Can he turn it around and turn it into a win? They've got to catch Cozy first. Here goes Frisch to the top. Now to the bottom. What a move by Frisch. Michael Frisch with help from Gary Owen. He's had one of the fastest cars today, and he's going to go to the lead, coming to the white flag. Cosman on the outside with Keplinger. Can they make a charge? It's all Michael Frisch for now. White flag in the wind. Here comes Owen up high. 1 lap to go at Daytona. Owen leads the lap with help from Cozy. Contact. Cosman and Kusan. Cosman in the wall and slow. 4 wide. They save it. Gary Owen out in front. Will they make it back? Frisch on his bumper. Down the backstretch for the final time. Keplinger pulls out a line. Cozy with the run on the high side. Owen pulls back into 3 and 4. Who gets here first? Frisch pushes Cozy high. In the wall goes Moonhead. Up and over the field, flying apart. Gary Owen is going to win the inaugural core at Daytona. And they're still crashing back behind. Travis Brown backs across the start-finish line. Gary Owen, Michael Frisch, Keenan Kusan. Your top 3. We made it. And they didn't wreck until the last lap. Let's take a look here, if we can, at the finish coming to the checkered flag. Or at the crash coming to the checkered flag. I think this is going to be back here with Eric and Cosman. Have to see here off 4. And, oh yeah. He just came up and got into Eric. Oh my gosh, Brandon Littell! Punted like a football. Where is that 22 car? I mean... Oh my gosh! Ramped off of what if. Somebody murders the cone. Reynolds hits him. You know what time it is. On board. Brandon Littell. And yeet! Wow! What a ride for Brandon Littell. I mean, wow. Alright, we're gonna try this once. And only once. I've been told to restart my Discord. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to restart Discord. I'm going to come back into Discord. You aren't supposed to see that. Whoops. We'll get back to this in a moment. First, let's get to Gary. And we'll follow him around, and hopefully he does a burnout here to entertain us while my Discord starts to open up. Because if we can, I at least want to interview Owen, Frisch, and Kusan. Or at least Owen and Frisch. We'll get to Kusan if we can here. The margin of victory, 69 one-thousandths of a second. That's a nice finish if I've ever seen it. So here's Owen. Oh, he hit the wall at the line. He hit the wall trying to do a burnout. Oh, Gary. Slides it across the line. And Gary Owen delivers the first win of the core ever. Oh no, over here please. Oh, we can't see the burnout. Discord, why you gotta be like this? Alright. Go back here for a moment. I hate Discord. I don't understand why it opened on that screen when that's not where it was. Okay. We're back. Owen was done with his burnout anyway. Oh my. Alright, while we're here, let's run through the results. Here from Daytona. So Gary Owen with the win, Michael Frisch second, Keenan Kusan third, Joey Stone fourth. 5th, Michael Cozy Jr. In 6th place, Fiasco. How did Fiasco finish 6th? Meanwhile, I'll pull... okay, I'll take Gary back. Do you have a copy, sir?
Hello, Jacob Hitz. I got you loud and clear.
So I don't sound awful.
You sound perfect. You
Okay.
fixed your problem.
Okay, good. I'm glad we waited until the end of this race to figure it out. Thank you. Is Gary gonna unmute?
Yeah. Drop him in here.
All right. Gary Owen, how in the world did you win this race?
Oh my God, dude! I don't know. I cannot believe it. First of all, you know, we just kind of played it safe for the most part, and just kind of rid behind the main pack. And those cautions started coming out towards the end, and I was like, okay, we're probably screwed now because we're too far back. But everything just kind of worked out, and then we went to 3 attempts at overtime, and we were like P5 after missing some of those incidents, and then but Joey Stone did an incredible job pushing me there at the end, and I stayed on the bottom, and then all of a sudden I had a chance to jump up top in front of Cozy or something, and then next thing you know, we were out leading, and then I thought I gave the race away when I dropped down to the bottom, but it worked out. So big thanks to Joey for helping me there, and I don't know if I got into anyone coming to the finish, but we did what we had to do and somehow managed to come out with the win.
Now, there was a lot of carnage that went on tonight. You were able to steer your way through most of it. Take us through. It's a bumpy racetrack. These cars don't line up well when you try and push. Does that make it a lot more difficult around here?
For me, yeah. I mean, for sure. I was being extremely laid back when it came to the bumping. I don't think I tried bumping anyone till the last restart. I don't even remember who was in front of me on the last restart, but I tried pushing him. And then like it's so bumpy when you're on the bottom that I'm always scared that being on the bottom, I'm going to push up with the bumps and take someone out. But thankfully, that didn't happen. It was really comfortable up top, but unfortunately, I couldn't get there for a good chunk of that end. But we somehow managed to get where we were and win the race.
Well, congratulations on winning the first iRacing Core event, and we look forward to seeing what you got next week at Charlotte. Congratulations.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Gary Owen, your winner at Daytona. Let's bring up Mr. Michael Fritsch. Michael, you've somehow finished second. It was a wild race. A lot of crazy things went on. Take us through your point of view there. How'd you get it done?
Putting my nose in places where it shouldn't be, to be honest, and just somehow getting through the wrecks. Luck was on my side. I don't know how I got through the last green, white, checkered, yellow, because I definitely had the iRacing gods on my side for that one. But just mainly avoiding all the wrecks and just timing the runs right at the time you needed to go.
Now you had a really, really fast car. You were able to pull out a line and pass 2-3 guys on the outside. What was it, do you think, that made your car so fast just by itself, without any help?
Well, with these cars, you can really build a run by yourself if you hang a couple tenths behind the guy. So that's what I kind of did. And I just poked it on the junior line, and I ripped it by myself, and I never lifted it. So that's what we kind of did. And I know how to really build runs in these cars. That's what's really fun about them, and it provides great racing, which I hope we put on a show tonight, because it was a lot of fun.
It was certainly a lot of fun to watch, I can tell you that.
But we kind of did this in FTF where we went to bumpy Daytona and provided fantastic racing where the High Line it made runs all night, and just the racing was phenomenal tonight. So I just want to thank all the guys for just putting on a show.
Well, congratulations on the second place finish, and we'll see what you can do next week from Charlotte.
Thank you, guys.
Michael Frisch, second place, and Wally Sear will bring him in the third place finisher. Maybe. If I can, we're gonna cooperate. Maybe. Can we get to Keenan, please? Discord. Help a pal out here. There we go. Keenan Kusan. I'm not quite sure how to say your last name right, but holy cow. What a race. You were up there a lot late in the going. There was a point where you were able to pass Cozy before one of the green, white checkers, and I thought was going to push Cozy out from winning the race. How'd you get it done here and bring the car home in one piece to third place?
I mean, we got caught up in that first wreck. Me and my spotter, Ian Plash, were kind of bouncing the idea back and forth of dropping back and kind of just letting them do their thing. And I went, well, every time I'm in a super speedway race, I normally drop back and kind of just let the field do their thing. I get caught up in something anyway. So I'm like, why don't we just put the pedal down and see what happens and see if we can go mix it up there for a little bit and then get taken out later on in the race. And we're like, whatever. And then like the lap kept turning the laps, and there's 10 to go, and we're still in the top 5. Right there at the end, I don't know. I just was trying to stay on the 84. 84 took a chance on me a little bit. I think before the first green, white checkered, and got in front of me and let me push him a little bit. But a lot of luck and some good help from my teammate Ian over at Team Rick, and we were there at the end of the day.
Well, congratulations on the podium finish here on the inaugural core race on iRacing, and we'll see what you got next week at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Best of luck to you there.
Thank you very much, man. Thanks for broadcasting, and thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Keenan Kusan, your third place finisher here at Daytona International Speedway. That wraps up our coverage for tonight. I mean, just what a day. It's been incredible. Pull the results up again. Gary Owen, your winner here at Daytona. Thank you so much for being here. It's incredible. We figured out the tech issues, and it was something that could have been fixed a long time ago, but we'll get it ironed out for next time. So again, thanks for being here. We will see you next week from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Until then, from all of us, I'm Jacob Hitz. Thanks for being here. Gary Owen, your winner of the core at Daytona.